to a third example, and this one is in oncology. It has to do about capecitabine and 5-FU and the gene DPYD. So the drug capecitabine is used to treat, for instance, colon cancer and breast cancer. It has a side effect that 10 to 30% of patients develop severe, more than grade 3 toxicity. And in fact, 1% of the patients develops fatal toxicity. 1% of the patients die because of the therapy. You can see here the metabolism capecitabine is being converted to 5-FU, and then there's a two-way. 80% is being metabolized by the enzyme DPD into inactive component, and 1 to 5% into active metabolites. Well, it appears that DPD deficiency, so a lack of enzymatic activity, occurs in 3 to 5% of the population. And for a majority, this is genetically determined. So you can see if you do not have DPD activity, then all of a sudden, all the capecitabine will be transferred to active metabolites, and you can have severe toxicity, which can be life-threatening. So already in 2016, we did have a clinical study here. Patients that we screened for the STAR2A, 2,000 patients, and if they had a variant, we give them 50% of the normal dose. And we compared that with patients from the literature that in history had received the full dose if there were a variant. And the third control group is here, patients without a variant giving the normal dose. So what were the results here? Well, if you treat patients which are heterozygous for this inactive variant for DPYD, having less active enzyme, 73% of the patient develop severe toxicity. But if you treat this patient in advance with only 50% of the capecitabine, then the toxicity reduces to 28%. You have less toxicity in these groups. And we had some discussions with the oncologist. They said, well, we still have 28% toxicity, so why should we use this test? Well, the reason is simple. If you do not have any variant at all, then also your residual risk is like 23%. So you in fact decrease the risk to the value which is on the average of the normal population not having any variants. So we were also in the point of implementing this, and in fact we published another study confirming this in Lancet Toxicology in 2018. Yes, there's also a co-author on this that was initiated by the Cancer Institute in Amsterdam together with Leiden University and Erasmus MC. And we looked not only at one gene, we looked at or one variant, we looked at 4 variants, and we did indeed find that we could reduce toxicity. So now, implementation of DPYD genotype guided individualized dosing should be the new standard of care. And in fact, every patient in the Netherlands now that gets prescribed capecitabine is first genotype. I think we have a major improvement there, so this is a very good example of implementation of pharmacogenetic testing. These are just 3 examples. If you look at the FDA table of pharmacogenomic biomarkers, there are 160 drugs that are listed that have pharmacogenetic information in the drug label. The list looks like this. You can see here the drug, for instance, like aripiprazole, antipsychotic, the therapeutic area is psychiatry, the marker is 2D6, and the information is the dosage, the administration, and use. You can also look at amitriptyline, again, psychiatry 2D6, and there the information is in precautions. For abacavir, infectious diseases, H5701, it's a box warning. So it's a little bit distributed in the drug label, but the information is there, and I think we should use it. I gave you some examples that we are encountering in our clinic, in our daily routine. These are the different categories, and these are the different drugs for which we are currently receiving pharmacogenetic test requests. You can see the ones I described: antidepressant, antipsychotics, 2D6, 2C19, 1A2, 3A4, clopidogrel, 2C19, statins is a transporter there, tamoxifen, 2D6, capecitabine, etc. You can see here the percentage of the population that is variant alleles, which is not low. So you can see pharmacogenetics is already active there. This is a picture of my lab. You can see we have our international reference lab. We have 5 different platforms to do pharmacogenetics. We use also a CE-IVD test, and in fact, we do have 2 independent platforms. So we do not rely on one molecular genetic analysis, but we have 2 to compare to be absolutely sure. The turnaround time is like 1 week, but for DPYD and TPNT is just 2 days. for the 2C19 from January 1st, we will be performing the test every day. And we do that in close collaboration with multiple farms. Is pharmacogenetics now successful? Well, that depends a little bit. If I talk to one of my clinicians, he usually says, well, it's not a big success because it's not often asked. But if I look at the number of test requests at the Department of Clinical Chemistry, we started in 2005 with 25 patients per year. And I was very proud of it. And the next year we even had 30 patients. So that was increasing through the years. And you can see on this graph that especially in 2014, 70% increase, 2015, 80% increase, 2016, 120% increase. At that time, reaching almost 7,000 test requests in a year, which I translate as yes, there is awareness about pharmacogenetics. People that have requested the test are returning to request for the test, so they see it's valuable. So I think it's indeed filling in a need there. And just to give you the update on the 2018 numbers, it was 14,000 test requests, and in 2019 we had 20,000 test requests. So you can see there's a huge uptake on pharmacogenetics there. If we look at the type of testing, also that we see a shift. If you look at 2013, when we had like 900 test requests, the TPNT for azathioprine was 23%, HLA-5701 for abacavir like 19%, and 2D6 was on 16%. If I compare that with what we have now in 2017, and the picture is not much different in 2019, it's mainly cytochrome 2D6, 2C19, 3A4. So these three together, the cytochrons have come in a large uptake. The DPYD for cathepsin is on 14%. And you can see that the HLA-5701 got back to 3%. The total number is completely different, 909,000. So the total number of HLA-57 stayed the same. Only there was a huge increase in the cytochrons, and that's why the percentage changed. I started with this slide. Will you be able to go to your local pharmacist with your DNA information? And the point is, if you live in the Netherlands, you can do that. Of course, we started the Dutch Pharmacogenetics Working Group in 2015, and we decided to go on an evidence-based way to look at the literature and then perhaps dosing guidelines. And we now have for more than 19 drugs, dosing guidelines, evidence-based, and reported in the system.